Let's get that.
Sometimes some things you don't want a better deal on because maybe that brand is like has the best, for example, peanut butter.
Right.
And you just don't want anything else anyway.
Right. That makes sense.
But sometimes, you know, like, sometimes they have different sizes.
Right.
And sometimes, like, smaller bottles may be like, I guess it's more rare, but you may assume that they're more expensive, but if you look at the gram difference, sometimes it's just the same price as if you get a big double size one.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes. I guess it's more rare though, because usually it is small. Or here, the big regular type of candy bars.
Right.
That you know you get that you buy at the checkout, those are cheaper than the little fun sizes.
What?
I mean,
Wow.
You know, by the ounce or gram.
Right. Hmm. See, that's like the difference and everything. Well, see, that's like if I came there, y'all would have to like tell me, "Oh, whoa, 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 Jody, listen, this ain't America."
You know, like, her grandma and uncles are very frugal and very watching the prices in the sales papers.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, like, I guess my grandpa was like that too a little bit. He was also going to Sam's Club and stuff like that, but
Yeah, it wasn't as popular or well known.
plus like one time at Sam's Club, he was like talking about like stuff in the news, like keeping up with like when coffee should be going up and down.
Right.
Based on certain things.
That's
Maybe it's drought related or bad
right.
crops or something. When, like, I guess, what is it like? Probably like stocks in a way, but with food.
Right. Well, you know that's not a bad idea.
Maybe.
That's kind of cool. That's like really impressive when you think about it, because I mean, you know, everybody else follows that shit because of money. But you know, wouldn't it be cheaper instead of trying to spend money on stock, just to use that information to save money at home? You know, less time consuming, instant profit. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
I guess it depends. Here it seems like a lot of stuff is pretty routine, like certain brands go on sale, like at least every second or third week it'll be on sale, so I mean you can always wait if you would rather, and if that brand is not on sale, you can always get a different brand. So if you have like 2 coffees you like, you can always just get the one you like that's on sale. And by the time you finish that coffee, the other one you like will be on sale.
Right.
And, you know, it might be like $1.50 difference per pack, you know.
That's a lick. Just to show you, like, I mean, I like shopping local, but you know, people, the local store owners will take advantage of that. That, you know, that mentality. I like to put my money back into local and, you know, rape you. At the cash register. And, you know, the whole time they're telling, oh, I know it's high, but, you know, it's because I can't keep up with a corporation. No, it's high because you marked it up fucking 40 or 50%. Case in point, you brought up coffee. That's what reminded me. A big container of coffee, like this tall, this wide, is like $5.95 at Walmart. And it's a name brand stuff. We're talking like Maxwell House, you know. And, but you go to the locally owned store where I like to shop, where I buy my meat. Now, he has to price his meat lower than Walmart's. But everything else, that's where he makes his money back. It's, that same coffee is $11. You know, it's $10.90 something. Same ounces, same taste, same brand. You know? And vowels, you know, didn't y'all have a vowels in Forest?
I think so.
See, it's not like that's the only store he owns, because I know he's got one in Ackerman, I know he's got one in Oxapater, he's got one in Starsville, he's got one in Philadelphia, Forest. I mean, you know, he's kind of like a chain, you know, in itself. I gotta go tomorrow and cash a money order so I'm gonna sign up for the DHL shipping. Because it's weird, man. DHL delivers to y'all, you know. And like to ship that shirt and like stuff, it was like ungodly amount compared to what she said it would cost to ship here. So I'm like, I'm gonna check them out because because what I think happened is I paid the post office to go pay DHL, you know what I'm saying, and ship the package to Germany. You know, and you know how that goes when you got a middleman on anything. You know, it's. I kind of like my new schedule. Getting up at like 1:30. Cause like everybody I know is asleep. And it seems like I'm getting more done artistically, you know. But I am going to have to work in the yard tomorrow.
Plus, with the hot weather coming up, it's maybe better to sleep when it's still cool. I mean, I assume that, I don't know. Sometimes the mornings are cool, but
Yeah.
I know there it can get pretty hot quick.
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
Yeah, that's yeah. See, I didn't even consider that. That's gonna be a. Yeah, this may be a three-parter right here. She may need to do some editing and just boom, jump. I don't know. She told me don't worry about all that. Just do the picture. Try to get ahead of her. You know, maybe a couple of videos. I know she says she doesn't do anything, but I can't do what she does. Check that out in a minute.
maybe the videos uploaded faster because maybe it's a certain time of the day
That may, you know,
maybe faster.
that's a good one. I know that they didn't want me to. They told me point blank because I had an unactivated account that they would not even upload a video of the size on the first video. I mean, they just like no, you know. So that's why I had to activate the account. But I think that what you just said makes more sense. You know.
It's probably also both ways. Like, if your internet, it depends if your internet is better in a certain time of the day, and then also when maybe does YouTube get the most traffic,
Right.
which time of the day. It's probably around the prime time American hours.
Yeah.
I don't know who visits YouTube the most, but I would assume it's America. And probably that 8 p.m. type of area might be the hottest.
Makes sense to me. Because, I mean, you know, based on what I like about the way she does the videos, and if I can remember, I'll tell her this. The song she picks for each video, the next time I do to make a video, that song's in my head while I'm drawing. And it's like, wow, great, you know.
They're kind of 15 too.
Yeah, that's another thing. It gives it, you know, like a movie. you're watching something in Africa and it's got African music, it kind of makes it seem, you know, more real, you know, or not really more real. You know, it's a movie, but you enjoy it more. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the true is the opposite too. You know, it's cool to when they have, like, you know, different music, different culture. The Clash. Yeah, I think this is going to be a 3-parter. So.
Maybe having that on the thing, saying part 1, part 2, it also tells them that, you know, they're going to upload new videos.
Mm-hmm.
An indicator.
Yeah, don't run off. You might want to subscribe. This might get better. It could get worse. You know, kind of. You know.
Yeah, that would be funny if like part 2 was a fail or something.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. If it is, we'll post it. Because, you know, people think that shit's, you know, those videos get a lot of hits too, I've noticed.